and I'm a software engineer at Microsoft, as well as I'm working as the instructor at Relevel by Unacademy. In this video, we will have the overview of this particular module, Introduction to Networking. So, why networking is important for you? Why you are studying this particular topic? How it is relevant for you being a developer or as a normal human too, who is consuming different kind of technologies using different kind of devices. So, whenever you are dealing with the data, right, or whenever you are doing any kind of communication, the networking comes into the picture. So as a developer, whenever you are sending the data, receiving some kind of data, so that includes your networking calls. If you are able to understand that how networking works, you would be able to understand how networking calls works. Accordingly, you would be able to optimize your calls in terms of time, data. You would be able to make more secure calls. You would be able to understand better in terms of security as well. So there are many aspects of networking that you should be aware about being a developer. Now let's come to the another aspect, that even if you are not a developer, still why networking is important for you. So if you are someone in today's generation who is consuming different kind of technologies, so you should be aware about how actually the things are working, how you are receiving the data, how you are sending the data. So you should be aware about the at least security purpose, that how your data is being sent, or what are the chances of your data leakage or security when you are communicating your data to some app or to some device, right? So you should definitely be aware about the standards being a human who is consuming the technologies, as well as being a developer. It's very necessary to know about the networking and how actually the things work behind the scenes, right? So now let's come to the interesting part, that what we are going to discuss about in this particular module of Introduction to Networking. So here we will see what actually networking is, what is communication, how communication happens in terms of data. Then we will see the transmission modes, like different transmission modes in networks. We would be discussing about what actually network is and what are the factors that you should always consider whenever you are describing a network, as well as when you are talking about any kind of network. Then we would see the line configurations, the different line configurations in your computer networks. We will see their advantages, disadvantages, use cases. Then further we will be moving to types of network topologies. So for example, bus, ring, star, mesh, tree, hybrid. So we would be discussing all the different kind of topologies in details. After that, we would be discussing about the types of communication networks that you have. And further, at the end, we will discuss about the reference models. So for example, your OSI and TCP IP model, and we would be discussing their differences too, that what are the differences and advantages as well as disadvantages of these two kind of models, and what are the use cases of them. So this is pretty much about this particular module, Introduction to Networking. So let's meet in the next video and let's discuss about what actually networking is. So thank you, take care.